5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is your DJ.
In the mix.
We are definitely mixing it together. This is Coach Taff and yours truly, NK. NK, what's this new jingle you're setting off with?
No, I like the whole countdown thing.
Do you like the countdown?
It's like something big is about to happen.
Oh, something big is indeed
like
about to happen.
Anticipation.
So, chinny. Today is indeed a Tuesday.
Yes, it is.
It's one of my favorite ones because you know me, I wear my emotions on my sleeve.
You know, you say
I'm a sucker.
No, but can I just say something?
Tell me something.
You say it's one of my favorite ones every show.
Is that so?
On Monday you're like, Papito, one of my favorite ones. Then Tuesday, relationships. Then Wednesday,
Because I've got 5 favorite ones. That's why I always say one of my favorite.
Oh, 1 of 5.
One of 5. I promise.
So how are you?
I'm on top of my game as usual. I'd like to say hello to everybody who's joining us today on UniTalk. There we go. I was going to say.
We're about to call it YouTube.
I was going to call it UCloud. Actually, I was going to say UCloud on
UniTalk. If you're listening to us on SoundCloud, if you're listening to us on YouTube, if you're listening to us on After 5 Radio, if you're listening to us on some random audio that somebody sent you on your WhatsApp or whatever, then hello and welcome to the program.
So here's the thing. I've just got a request, and I think we need to move fast on this one. We need to. I've been asked that we open a UniTalk group on Facebook. Is that possible?
Yes.
Okay. So we got lots of students who are asking that could we do that?
Oh, okay.
So it's over to you, girl. You do the thing. So wherever you are, University of Zimbabwe, Africa University, Bidra University, Catholic, MSU, Chinoy, Ezekiel Guti, Wua. Did I say NAST?
NAST. I think we always forget that one. Shame. A friend of mine from NAST actually said the other day.
Really?
You know, you always say our university last.
Is that so?
But I never.
So tomorrow I'll remember. Tomorrow is a big day, guys. Tomorrow is a big day.
Yeah.
I'll remember to call out NAST first.
Exactly.
And Harare Institute of Technology.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What else? Who else? Anyway, I'd like to say hello to all of you and would like to welcome you. Would like you to participate on this new group that we're going to form. I believe it's a phenomenal request that has been presented, and we'll oblige. This is your program. This is what we do. We're all about talking about. Yes, did you say Zino or
Zido?
What is
Don't be throwing all these naughty words in my direction. I said Zido.
Okay, so would like to thank you for the support thus far. You know, just a month and a couple of days later, we're really excited about what is happening in the universities. And once again, would like now to start calling out all those university students to get ready, because we're coming to see you live and direct.
We are coming wherever you are.
Yeah, man.
We will be there. So, is there like an advert that says that?
What is the advert?
Something will be there. We are there. It sounds like a tagline or something.
So anyway, what we'd like to do is we'd like you to get in touch with us on 0772 902 108 so that you can be part of this conversation. If you feel you'd like to be part of the program, we are more than happy to invite you over so that we can have you in the studio. We also have got quite a good lineup for this month of June. Nice and cold, but we're going to make it.
We want to be making it hot.
Nice and warm.
Not
hot. Let's make it hot in July. Hot in July. Warm in June. Okay, we start nice and slow.
We want you to forget the winter blues.
Absolutely. So today's a Tuesday. Today we're talking about relationships and dating.
Exactly.
And it's one of those things, like I was saying earlier on, I'm a sucker for love, man. I know it. I'm not there are holdouts.
And all outs.
And then in between, there are drawouts. So we were discussing this yesterday.
Yes.
So we were discussing this yesterday, and so you guys think that I'm a draw out who's an all out?
You're an all out kind of draw out. You are an all out who draws out holdouts to become.
Man, that's really cool.
How clever am I?
Really clever. So I would like that combination. Maybe we should talk about those kind of combinations one day.
Yeah,
it's to say,
why not?
You know, if you are if you are on an all out, and you have capacity to draw out, then you must look out for the holdouts, because then you're gonna have a more fulfilling relationship. Is that correct? So I must look for the holdouts.
I don't know. Yeah, I think so. It's like the gardener theory. You know the gardener theory?
I don't know that one.
Okay, so in every relationship, I didn't make this up. Somebody did, but then for me it made sense.
So today,
just
before we forget, just to let you know that this program is really called Ask NK. So we're gonna be asking.
No, you don't ask me. We're asking.
No, we're asking.
You're
NK.
the expert.
Last week you were asking me, and you and I.
Because you're a life coach.
No,
I ain't no life coach. I'm
partners.
just a radio show host.
Yeah, exactly.
All I know how to do is talk.
That's what we're gonna do. So today we're gonna be asking NK, and so tell us about this garden principle.
Okay, so you can ask me for one question. So that's the question I'll answer. Then it's back to you.
We got listeners who are waiting to hear.
So the gardener theory is in every relationship there's a garden and there's a gardener. So when we say a garden, we say, have you ever heard that saying? I don't know if it's a real saying, if my sister made this up.
Which sister? You got amazing sisters. Let's take time out to shout out to every single one of your sisters.
If you're my sister and you're listening, we love you.
Oh
no, there's Esther.
Hey Esther, you doing? Catch stuff in the building. Rutendo, what's going down, girl?
There's Fadzi.
Hey Fadzi, you kind of like Tafazga Fadzi, but Fadzi.
No, Fadzi, short for Fadzi. So
hey Fadzi, so how's it going?
So Rutendo is the one who always says, I don't need someone and I could eat it. So I don't know if she made that up or if she heard it somewhere, but it's like with a plan.
So here's the thing: just because it's your sister, we're gonna invite her onto the program one of these days. So Rutendo, here's a live invitation right to you, girl. We want to understand your concept of good deeds. You know what, in terms of relationships, because it's true. We got people who need to be watered all the time.
Exactly.
But you see, do you know why? I would love to sit down with her, but I'll tell you one thing. The reason why we've got people like that is because they're sitting people who are reservoirs. You are loaded with this wonderful, refreshing water, and all you need to do. This is my garden, actually.
Yes. The gardener is those people who, it's like my handle with K. Those people who like attention. They want to be, like with plants, you prune. You don't just leave it to grow. And it's timbira. You put fertilizer. You always tend to it. You put a lot of effort to make it beautiful and blossom. And
So shouldn't that be the garden?
Yeah, that's the garden.
Oh, I thought you said gardener.
No, that's the garden. That's the garden.
Hey, guys, you must see how and can you post a potho of you today?
You said I look gothic.
It's okay. I didn't even need to see what
I'm
you're
not
looking
showing
like.
my god. I'm not showing my god.
No, because Kaluka carrying the accent kaunagona. Yeah.
Then the gardeners are the ones vano pruna. You know what I mean?
Okay, so let's go back. I'd missed you there. So the garden.
The garden
is what's up with the garden?
The garden is that person in the relationship who wants more attention, there's those people who are fussy about, then he didn't say good morning to me today, or he didn't ask how I was feeling, though I told they want extra attention.
Yeah,
I won't call it attention seeking, but they care, you know what I mean?
Right.
They want pepwa. Yeah, like you can't be in a relationship.
Let's go deeper with this. So in a garden, there's all sorts of things. There's the crops, there's the weeds, and what else is there? Basically,
the crops, the plants. I don't know.
And the plants, and so, and who's the ones that you're weeding out? But anyway, I know what you mean. We're talking about the crop because this is the person that needs to be nurtured.
Yeah, exactly.
And you've also got to nurture the environment as well. They're very sensitive.
Yeah. There's some people who are just more sensitive than others. So you just have to, even like with your children.
Right.
There's that one child or those two children that this one I have to give them a little bit extra not really attention, but like there's some where this is my boy, he's okay. Then you know what, I have to check on her, that kind of thing.
The fragile ones.
Yeah.
But these guys, aren't they high maintenance?
It depends.
Because you go garden.
That's why gardens go well with gardeners.
So what is a gardener? Explain to me what a gardener
is. That person who is more caring. There's people who are more caring than others. There's people who I'd say their love language would be like acts of service. Those people who want to actually enjoy going that extra mile to do things for people.
Wow, this is a very interesting conversation that we're having with NK. So
it's
guys,
funny that it's so random though.
Is it random?
Yeah, this was not part of our show.
But this is what we've always done. We've never really had. I need to see a script one day of our programs. So you've already started off on a very interesting topic there of love languages, because we're indeed talking about this. The amazing thing about talking on UniTalk is that and this opportunity that we have is that many people actually do not know what their love languages are. And so you talk about love languages, and the first one you just talked about there is the acts of service.
Yeah.
So acts of service really talks to that person. Anoda kuitirwa zvinhu. Okay, you know, like if I were to see you carrying something, and then I would rush and I'll carry it for you. Feel like I does all love you up and up. If you are say have a flat tire, or you got books, or you've got assignments, or you've got stuff that needs to be done, and somebody goes out of their way and serves you, then I love you.
Yes, that's so how you feel. So you feel like if somebody doesn't do that, doesn't serve you, then they don't love you. So it would be like, it's like, you know, like those people who, I don't know, there's like those women who are very big on, and then he cooked dinner for me.
Yep.
Or, you know, he made me breakfast in bed, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
To them, if somebody does that, exactly. If somebody, simple things, doesn't even have to be things that involve money, but simple things, kuvurwa door, I don't know, just random things. If it's an act of service, then that person feels like they are loved or they are appreciated. So that's
the garden.
Yes.
All right, so let's go to the gardener.
The gardener is the one who enjoys doing that stuff. So you know how with acts of service, you can, if that's your love language, it can be something that you feel love when somebody does it, but you also do it. So you reciprocate. So it's those people who don't mind doing those things, who don't mind checking up on you, who don't mind, you know, making you coffee, or to them they feel, okay, you know what, you're having a bad day, let me make you a cup of coffee. Oh, you're having a bad day, let me help clean your house or whatever. To them, they've done that act, or that they've given you that service. So, you know, they love you more.
They love you more?
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. So here's a question that we want to ask is there's a university student out there, and you know yourself very well, and you know that you love the acts of service. Would like you to tell us, type it on our Facebook page. We're also opening a new page in a couple of days time. It should be in a couple of hours time actually. Social media is lots of fun, and I would like you to tell us, are you an act of service where we've already described it? You're that kind of person who loves to be served. And so that way you feel like somebody has loved you very, very much when they do certain things, random acts of service. It could be opening your door. It can be, anything. I don't know really what it takes. But this is what we want to know. Is which one are you?
Are you an act of service?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Oh, that's not your thing?
I think that if somebody were to serve me, I'll feel greatly indebted to them.
Amen. That's me as well.
Is that you?
Yeah. I don't like people fussing over me.
But I love to serve. I love to serve because I think I've got the capacity. I think I can make life a whole lot easier.
Yeah.
For people.
No, but then for me, when I serve people, I don't attach that to like feelings of love. You get it? Like I won't say, oh, I did this for this person because I love them. I did it because I just did it. You know what I mean? So at the same time, if somebody was to do that for me, I wouldn't equate it to love, to say, oh, he changed my tire so he loves me. No.
How about cooking? Because cooking is another way of acts of service.
No. I cook. Yeah.
And if
somebody cooks for me, then they cook for me. I don't
spray the bed, do your laundry.
No. Like I wouldn't equate that to love. I just say, okay, you know, I'd be grateful. I appreciate. Okay, thank you. You cooked. This was a delicious meal. Thank you. But I won't say, oh, he loves me so much because he cooked for me. No. I that's just not how I'm programmed to think. Unless maybe if I was in a relationship with somebody who specifically told me, Kuti, acts of service is my love language, then I'd be conscious of it. You get it?
Okay.
So then I'd consciously think, okay, so he did it. So, but then like, it's not the first thought that comes to my mind.
So I'm excited that you talked about that because that's very important. Is that when we're looking at the love languages, the whole point is that it is how your partner, your spouse, your friend wants to be loved, not how you want to be loved. Okay? Now, let me explain it. Because if say my love language was acts of service, it means that you should love me by providing me acts of service.
Exactly.
Because that's the language I understand.
Exactly. But I
mustn't love you which is the second one we'll talk about quickly, which is quality time. Is to say, you mustn't do acts of service and say, so I loved you. You must spend quality time with me.
Yeah, but I think that's where many relationships get it wrong.
Right.
Because then if people aren't aware and they don't discuss it, then there might actually be a communication breakdown. You
Right.
get it? So if I don't even know there's such a thing as a love language, but I know, you know what, I just enjoy spending time with my person, and then I'm with you, if you're my person, and you don't know that there's any such thing called love language, but yours is act of service, then you keep doing things for me, you cook for me, and then you're like, okay, so I have to go, and I'm like, I don't care about his cooking, I just want him to just sit down and talk to me. Yeah,
I've had situations where people actually say that, you know what, this person doesn't love me, and this guy then comes to me and says, Coach Taff, you have no idea, I do this for them, I do that for them, but the point is that you are loving them, but you're not loving them in their love language.
Exactly.
So here's a challenge. Would like you to, once again, we're going to go through five love languages today, and then we want you to see which one you are, and then also tell us which one your partner is. And sometimes it's difficult to say. It takes asking the right questions. And
can you have more than one though?
Absolutely. You see, ideally, I would say that the best thing to do is to say which one are your two dominant ones. Okay, which one are your two dominant ones? And there are lots of tests that you can, or we don't call them tests, we call them tools on the internet that you can download. In actual fact, if you'd like to know what your love language is, just hook up with Coach Taff on 0772902108. I can send you a downloadable love language tool that you can, it's kind of like a questionnaire that you can ask. If you want, you can also send me an email on coachtaff@icloud.com, and then I can send you that downloadable questionnaire. Then you can discover which one you are. It's lots of fun. Yeah, so here's the first time I've given out a tool. Okay, so it means I'm going to be busy the next couple of days. Okay, so what I'd like us to do is that let's quickly go on to the next one. The next one is quality time.
Quality time.
Right. So we I think we should stay with the gardener and the garden. Because sometimes the gardener, in Zimbabwe we talk about cell phone farming. And the government officials don't like that. Hey,
that is so true.
They're always talking about, hey, you're going to cell phone farming and whatnot.
You're not present. Exactly.
So quality time,
long distance.
Quality time is when somebody gives you undivided attention. Girl, I think you're a quality time girl.
I am.
Really?
I am.
Shame.
I'm not. I think I have two. I'll get to my other one when we get to it. But quality time, I think for me that's the most.
So explain
dominant.
to us, what does that really mean to you?
For me, I feel loved when somebody devotes their time to being with me.
Okay.
And it's not about the activity. It's not about what we're doing. It's not about where we are. It's about just being together, being present. So for me, if you watch soccer together, to me that's not quality time.
Okay.
Because your attention is not on me, it's on the soccer.
But I'm there.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
No, that's the thing though. For me, I don't know if this is how it's defined by the author of this book, but for me quality time is 100% attention devoted to me. When I feel like, because you can spend the whole day with somebody but they're not present. I can spend the whole day with you when you're working, but you're concentrating on your work, you're concentrating on who you're talking to, what you're doing, and I'm just there. It's not the same as spending the day with you when you're talking to me and you are bonding with me, and it's quality. That's quality time for me.
So quality time for you is kind of like your eyeball to eyeball.
Yes, because I love attention. I do. I love attention, and I want to feel like your attention is not divided. So if somebody's on their cell phone and they're talking to me, as far as I'm concerned, you're not, paying attention. So
what quality time really is I agree with you. It's not about us just sitting and doing things together.
Yeah.
No, it's about putting everything away and giving each other undivided attention.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's my love language.
So it may mean taking a walk. Do you like taking walks?
Yes.
Hand in hand?
Yes.
Really? Look at you smiling.
Yes, I do. Like I think I'm a simple girl. For me, something like that. I just think I understand that, in this age that we're living in, people are so busy. Like, everybody's so busy. If we were to ask you, how many things have you done today? How many things do you still have to do before you go to bed?
I got a gazillion things to do.
Exactly. And I feel like everybody's just so busy. And when somebody takes an hour from their schedule, or 30 minutes or 15 minutes, and says, okay, you know what, Nyasha, this is my time with you. I'm devoting my time to you. Then to me, that's quality time, and that's what makes me feel loved. So if I was like in a relationship with somebody and we were spending quality time, I wouldn't want them to be like having their WhatsApp on. To me, that's just, or we're distracted. Just like I wouldn't want, because then I feel like as long as I have my phone, right, and I'm like on a group, I'm talking to my sisters, I'm talking to my friends, I'm talking to whoever, I'm not concentrating on that person. So I just feel like technology.
So technology is a huge eater into quality time. So, the thing is that I like the point that you brought out, NK, is to say that we are living in a lifestyle, in a world that is super busy. There's so much to be done, so little time. We all have got 24 hours, girl, and you want to take away that time simply because you want me to look at you in your eyes and smell your hair? Really? That's what you want?
That's what I want. Why? Because it's so difficult. So to me, I'm not saying it has to be a full 24 hours a day every single day. Even if it's the whole week, once a week, and you take an hour out of not to say I'm not seeing you other times, whatever, but maybe you've got your things going on as well. Yeah. But then if you're able to do that, because I think it's so difficult, because like, can you go for 30 minutes without your phone ringing? Or without like getting a text?
Well, no.
Exactly, you can't. Yeah. So that means there's somebody somewhere out there who wants your attention. Now, if you're able to ignore those people,
girl, now you know that the risk is that you are probably a very jealous person.
I am.
Confession time.
I am. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not like. I don't think I'm like crazy jealous. Okay. And like, I'm an understanding but jealous person. Because you know that, like, there's jealous who's not gonna brain. You know that, right?
Yeah.
And then somebody gets jealous of somebody spending time with their mother, or for me, it's just not brain. You get it? I'm obviously not in competition with somebody's mother, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But then, like friends, I'm not. I have male friends, and I would, if I'm with somebody and they have female friends, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
So I wouldn't be like, why is she texting you to say good morning? You know what I mean? But I am jealous.
You're jealous about.
I don't like to share.
You like them to spend time with you.
My time is my time.
Look at you in your eyes. Tell you those sweet little nothings. Do you like hearing those? Are you a poem kind of girl?
Not every day, but I'd appreciate it. Like if somebody, like, I'm not like mushy like every single day, or the stars or the sun or but like once in a while, if you just say something nice, whether you mean it or not, like the effort, you know. Yeah.
All right. So
I like to be romanced,
but all of this is being romanced. If you're serving somebody, it's also romance.
Yeah.
But this is how you like to be romanced.
Yes.
See, I like the point that you bring up. Because I love to be romanced.
I do.
It is being romanced, even if you are being given acts of service. But for you, you're kind of.
I don't appreciate it.
I understand.
I don't, because it's not my.
It's not topmost.
Yeah.
It's not topmost. So quality time, guys, is NK. So tell us if you have quality time. Once again, on our Facebook page, UniTalk it is. So just type something, tell us what else you like to do during your quality time. I've just learned something from you. I thought watching a movie with you is quality time.
Not to me.
What if it's your choice?
I don't like movies.
Really?
Yeah. I liked that movie that we watched together. Yeah. I'm not a movie person.
How about going to a dance, to a party, to a gig? Who's that guy who came and you attended?
We're not talking about. That's a story for
another day. Day.
I think if we're going to a dance,
so you are kind of like
that would kind of be quality time.
You are a coffee, dinner, lunch.
Yes.
Walks in the park.
Yes.
Or even walks around the neighborhood.
Yes. That's me.
Wow.
That's me.
Okay.
Simple stuff. I think it's simple.
So here's the thing. What would like the university students is to tell the one that you love how you love to be loved.
Exactly.
And I think that's one thing that is stopping many relationships from growing and from becoming
People
amazing.
don't talk about these things.
Yeah, but you see, it's also because people don't know. You know, I had this conversation with this person one time, and I said to them, "What is your life language?" They looked at me and they're like, "What are you talking about, Coach Tam?" So we're excited about this, and as we now get ready for the next song, is that we got three more. I was going to say 3 more songs. We got 3 more languages that we're going to discuss really quick, and we hope once again, if you would like the questionnaire, if you'd like the tool, just send me an email on coachtaff@icloud.com, and I can send it to you, and then I can help you understand better what your live language is. Or you can even send it to me on my WhatsApp number, which is 0772902108. All right, which song are we listening to?
We are listening to Pachiera.
Oh,
Runonzi Rudo.
The best radio station in the world is right here, right now.
No excuses.
Really exciting times that we're having right now. We are indeed live on UniTalk, and we are talking about the love languages. The question is, which one are you?
Which of the 5 love languages is yours?
And you know, the song that you chose was the perfect song. You know, Pandafari don't say the papi. And see, Pandisinga gonendi dzitise okani.
Teach me how to love you.
Teach me how, and that's it.
That is so important.
Exactly. You must. Oh man. You know, you must send me that song.
Okay.
I want to send it to somebody.
Okay, I don't want to know.
Okay.
Yeah, like, what if they just don't get it? Like, you know, there's some people who are so rigid in their ways, and they'll tell you, like, you tell them, shining in my acts of my love language is acts of service.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
you know,
what more do you want?
You know, you bring a very important one. We're gonna go to the one that you've raised. That's number 3, which is gifts, receiving gifts. Okay, but before we get to receiving gifts, I think it's very important that we also teach people how to love in other people's languages. So take for example, for me, I am definitely not a receiving gifts. Again, receiving gifts and acts of service for me are really closely linked. It's mainly because these ones about me receiving. I'm a giver. I'm not a taker. I want to give.
You are a giver. Okay.
I want to give.
Yeah.
And so it's hard for me. So I need to be coached. I need to be taught how to receive, to give gifts. I need to be taught how to do acts of service.
Yeah.
You know, so if you're out there
and you want to teach coach,
not teach coach, but you want
gifts.
to know how we can teach you to love your partner in your partner's love language, we can also help you on that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you may
that's
know
so
it.
important.
Oh yeah, I promise you. For me, I think acts of service will be my. Is it acts of, yes, acts of service will be my hardest one to love. If I were to have a person that needs to be loved by providing acts of service, that would be hard. I need to learn that one. Because you know what? After a long day's work, you still want me to do the dishes. You want me to cook for you. You want me to?
I think I can do it.
But it's hard
like
for me.
if somebody was like, I can. I feel like that one you can do it out of obligation as well.
No, but you know, I can see it that you do it out of obligation. You see, love is a language. I can tell. You know, it can be simple things as passing on the salt shaker. Do you mind getting me some tomato sauce, honey? And I'm like, hey, see. But you know what? This is a dangerous conversation that we're having, because maybe your husband or because there's students who are married, isn't it? Your husband is sitting there and his love language is acts of service.
There's also Mr. Marriage.
Oh my gosh, we're going to talk about that in some time.
Yeah.
And your love language is acts of service, or your spouses or your friends or your partner, and you're sitting there and the person who's doing the acts of service is the housemaid.
Oh.
You know, we've just opened a can of worms right there.
Yeah.
It's because no wonder this person then feels attracted to the housemaid, because they're being served all the time.
It's pretty tricky here, yeah.
I don't guess housemaid.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a story for another day. But let's
come to think of it, I've seen that happening, and stuff like that has, to me, it's like, because I think also because acts of service is not my love language, so I don't even equate that. I just say, I'm gonna get some alcohol. Oh, okay.
No, if their love language is acts of service, the fact that when we are you are serving me, and the only time NK you give me water is cold water. You just but the maid is pouring this nice warm water.
She's getting paid.
Yes, to provide a service. You see, that's why.
Now, I get it.
Yeah, and that's why you find that. I mean, if we were to talk to, that's the power that air hostesses have. Lobbies, these people who work in hotels, waitresses, and all of that. That's why they get so many guys proposing to them, because they are serving.
True.
See, and then what daro? When get some you've picked up my plate, and then onzi, but you directed. All right, gifts. So I am also not gifts. So gifts is when you want something, you want to be given something.
Yeah.
It can be a diamond ring. It can be expensive as a diamond ring. It can be a Coke.
Yeah.
You know,
it's not about the monetary value.
No,
of
it's
the
not.
gift, but it's about the act of or something, something.
Yeah.
Then yeah.
So acts of service is what you do,
And
which is intangible.
yeah,
But
and then gifts are tangible.
Gifts have to be tangible. This is something that I have for remembrance.
Yeah.
You know, so if you like to be given stuff like, and you know what, I know people who don't think chocolate. I give.
Why? They'll be holding on to it. It was a gift.
Yes.
Really?
Oh yeah. Because it's got sentimental value.
Oh, okay.
It's where the issue of sentimental value comes from.
Yeah, no, that I get.
Yeah,
That
so you want to have this so that you can remember. So you thought about me so much, you went out of your way to buy something for me. Rings, necklaces, cars, houses. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a landlord.
I'm a landlord, but I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Are you gifts?
Not really. I appreciate gifts. I don't know. I like to be spoiled. Like I like to be spoiled.
But I've heard that term used so many times. I can spoil you by giving you acts of service. I can spoil you by giving you time. But how is it that you only feel spoiled because I've bought you something? Girls, come on.
No, you know what? I don't like. For me, gifts is not a love language because I feel like when you buy something for somebody, you know that saying "Yekuti is the thought that counts." With a lot of people, it's not about the thought. With a lot of people, it's about, okay, you know what? I have $50. What can I afford for $50?
Right.
I have $1,000. What can I afford? So for me, that's why I appreciate gifts. I do. But then it's not really in the form of a love language. Because I think, like, you know what? He could afford it. So it doesn't, if he can afford it, it doesn't necessarily mean
that's very
it's because he loves me.
If somebody can afford it, but you know what? It shouldn't really matter. Why are you looking at my pocket?
Yeah, no, I'm not saying, okay, I think maybe what I'm saying is not coming out correctly. For me, gifts is not my love language because I feel like you don't necessarily buy something because you love somebody. Yeah. You buy it because you can afford it.
I understand, but
but that's why it's not. But I know that those people who value gifts, I'm not saying that there's something wrong with their thinking. That's the way they see it. But funny for me, I'm a gift buyer.
Are you a gift buyer?
Yes.
No, so why would you buy gifts when it's not?
I like people to be happy. I like people to smile. So if I'm in a relationship with somebody and
spend quality time with me.
Yeah, no, for me, quality time is a standard. That's like a requirement. You get it? It's like if we're not spending time together, that relationship is over as far as I'm concerned. Okay. Because apatorina.
So you never get involved with somebody who's in the diaspora?
No, I would. But it's a special circumstances. You know, Skype with Skype. Me. Yeah, stuff. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, but
then like gifts, I buy gifts. Okay. I buy gifts not like for my family. If I'm in a relationship with somebody,
right.
Like if I just see something that I think they'd like, I'd be like, oh, okay, I think they'd like it, so let me buy it. But then I won't be like, oh, they didn't buy for me, so they don't love me. No, that's not how I think. Maybe just the thought hasn't crossed their mind, and yeah. Life goes on. Life
goes on indeed. And so what we're talking about in terms of receiving gifts is if the love language is that they want to receive gifts, you want to give them those gifts. Yeah. Because they want them. And it doesn't, many a time it doesn't matter the kind of gift. Yeah. But in this materialistic world that we're living in, you know, the size of the gift now matters. Yeah, because I think it also talks about the sacrifice made.
I think this is a controversial love language. Because, you know, like there's this belief that all women are gold diggers and they just want your money and stuff. So I feel like if a woman's love language is gifts, then she's panicking with a label associated with it. But I think you can genuinely want gifts. So I think what you were saying about the size, that's when it then comes into play. Right. If you're somebody who only wants expensive gifts, then question mark. And but then if you're somebody who appreciates, like you said, like chocolate, like a bar, like I like lunch bars. If somebody just buys me a lunch bar, I smile and I'm happy. A lunch bar is like $1. It's not the most expensive chocolate in the world. You know what I mean? But then now if I was to all of a sudden saying, oh, you know, you must buy me Ferrero Rocher, then I don't think it's Lint chocolatier. Then I don't think in that instance it's still about the love, because then now I'm like putting monetary value and I'm saying, you know what, it must be. I think, yeah. So gifts, like you said, it's not about the monetary.
So gifts is indeed
stress and mariachi.
Yeah. It's indeed a very interesting. But if you know that your spouse can afford it, or your nigga can afford it, I think it's okay for you to buy me a Jaguar instead of you buying me a Honda Foot.
Yeah, but then if I buy you a Honda Foot, will you feel unloved just because I can afford a Jag?
Yes. Where did you buy me I think that's what this. So it's indeed a very interesting one.
Yeah, I think it's like.
But once again, the key is that you've got to tell me, Aqua, baby, thanks for the Honda.
Next time, buy a Jag.
No, don't next time then. See, I was hoping.
No, but then that's now wrong, because then it's like, I hate when people say thank you and then they put a but. I feel like the thank you has been eroded. If you say thank you, but you should have, in other words, I feel like it's a formality kind of thank you. I wonder fit. What is your name? Thank you. But I would have preferred if it was an Alex.
Now tell me something right here. Let's talk about something that is very practical. If your life language is receiving gifts, the phone, the little Mbuzi phone.
Oh, okay, yeah.
In comparison to an iPhone or a nice Samsung Galaxy Chakuti.
Yeah. Well, can you afford an iPhone or Galaxy Chakuti?
Yes.
Then no problem. Why are you getting me a Mbuzi then?
No, because
but then if I know, you know what, this guy is broke, right? So I know Mbuzi yoyoka. I do it as save up, even if it's $20. It was a sacrifice that they made.
Oh, so the
that
issue
they
is
felt.
It's gonna be sacrificial.
Yeah, because then if you're going for dinner and you're buying dinner worth $1,000, or you're buying, alcohol, expensive alcohol, dura, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I say, you know what? Or I don't say, but maybe my phone dies and you decide to buy me food. Then you buy me a Mbuzi, and the last night you were buying your friends my dura, no dura. Then that's any problem.
All right. So once again, we just heard that song. It says, how to love you. Teach me how you want to be loved, because you know yourself better. The question is, are you, number one, acts of service? Are you receiving of gifts, or you're a quality time?
Or you're number 4?
Number 4 comes back soon after this song. And what song are we going to play?
Mandi Juma. Okay.
Is a song called Mandi Juma?
No, I wasn't. I didn't think we were going to a song. Anyway, this is one of my favorite songs. I love Davido. Everybody knows that.
No, it's David O.
I love David O. Whatever his name is, man.
Davido. Let's see Davido.
I love him.
Peace. Now, hear this.
Girl, you're behind is a killer. I can see you sensual. The way you wriggle and waver, you must be intentional. Don't want any baby, motivation go babe. Happy I'm a kilo baby. I can tell your every action is a block to get down with this bubble. Cause I know you feeling the bug. Single babe, I'm a single babe. Single babe, I'm a single babe. Single babe, I'm a single babe. Single babe, yeah, what I need to babe. Girl, I love the way you look tonight. I wanna put my hands on your waist, cause I'm loving your sexy body. Wouldn't mind to have a taste. If you like hanging over, they roll like jungle over. Good things come to those who wait, so I'm ready to sleep outside your gates. Don't want any baby, motivation to go babe. Happy I'm a kilo baby. I can tell your every action is a block to get down with this bubble. Cause I know you feeling the bug. She won't give the video the most. He said she won't give me the most. See, Bosinu Gobe. Happy Yomo Kilo de baby. I can tell your every action is a block to get down with this bubble.
Exit Radio.
Live with Coach Taff.
And so now we're going to the last two, and these are actually my top two.
Okay.
They are definitely my top two.
Okay. I've forgotten the other one. Like I know one, but then I'm trying to think what's the. Oh, okay. Yeah. No.
So my top one.
Together.
This one is for Coach Taff. This is Coach Taff's most toppest
love language.
It's words of affirmation. Shamwa, you know I'm gonna do. Easy to believe is a baby.
Lie to me.
Not lie to me. Tell me. Okay, you can lie to me. Actually, I remember once this person. I knew that they'd done something wrong at work, and I was sitting down with them, and I said to them, "It's okay. Just lie to me. Just lie to me."
Is this me?
No.
Okay. Now I was trying to think. You know, words of affirmation is also one of mine as well.
Is it?
Like quality time is my number one,
Yeah.
then words of affirmation is my number two. Words of affirmation used to be my number one,
Yeah.
but it's not anymore.
Why? Tell us why.
Because I got
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you said, like it's funny. Somebody actually said to me like 2 days ago over the weekend. They said to me, "You're the most gullible person I know," and I think that's true. If somebody says to me, you know, this, I believe it.
Yeah.
So then when I believe with all my heart, can end up believer, and this is with all my heart. Could this person I don't do that? Then then you know things start to happen and start to unfold that are now proving the contrary. Then I'm not happy. So that's when it moved to my number, because I thought, you know what.
So I'm working on a program that I'm going to be calling "Where is Your Power?"
Where is your power?
Where is your power? It's lessons from Delilah.
Delilah was Samson.
So Samson, I think that Samson was his love language was words of affirmation, because 3 times over and over again he was told, "Tell me where your power is," and then he goes and tells, and then these guys they come and he destroys it. Second time, "Tell me where your power is."
Yeah.
I can't believe he's. I can't believe he's.
That is so true.
So words of affirmation. You know, can I talk about the Bible quickly, since we're talking about Samson?
Of course.
Is to say that the Bible says the tongue has the power of life and death.
That is so true.
And so that's why for me, you know what, words of affirmation, and I can actually do not, it's not like I don't enjoy, I cannot live around people who are negative anymore. Mm-hmm. Also because of the work that I do and all of that. Mm-hmm. And so the things that people say, they mean a lot to me. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, if you don't really understand your English or even your Shona, any word that you use will surely be used against you.
You overanalyze.
So,
you're an analyst.
So your verbal communication is super important. And one of the things about people like me who are very high on words of affirmation, we love to be complimented.
Yeah.
Coach Makanyanya.
Makachena.
Coach Makachena.
Yeah, that's
you know, Coach, that was a good show. Coach, you know, I'll honor hear that.
Yeah. No, for me, words of affirmation is definitely in my top 2. But what, you know what? I don't know if this is just me.
Yeah.
But I feel like, because I used to have some self-esteem issues.
Okay.
But now I don't. I'm very confident. So I feel like when I had low self-esteem, I placed more value on words of affirmation. It would be things like my hair, right? I go and get my hair done. Now when I get my hair done, whether you tell me it's nice or not, if I look in the mirror and I'm happy with it, well,
you know what?
But before,
yeah,
I wanted to be told, wakachena, your hair is, and if somebody didn't say that, then I'd get so worked up. So then, is there a link between words of affirmation? Because then you're somebody who's very confident. Though.
Well, I'm very confident. But you see, it's about, for me, it's about the level at which I place excellence in the work that I do. So I want to be affirmed. I want to know if I've done well. I want feedback. Okay, it's not necessarily to say that I've got a low self-esteem, but information is powerful, and I want feedback so that I can use it, so I can become better than myself.
Okay.
So yes, but predominantly many people they've got the love language of words of affirmation, because growing up they were never affirmed that they wanted it, and so it becomes an integral part of their lives, that they were always told that you'll never amount to anything, you're silly, you're stupid, and somebody then comes and says, "Wow, girl, you are amazing, you are beautiful."
Yeah, I was affirmed though.
I love the way you do it. And again, if you are affirmed and you believe it, you always want to be affirmed. like my princess Shamiso. Oh my gosh, that girl loves to be affirmed. She loves to be affirmed. And I think that's definitely her love language.
I love it too.
Yeah.
So for me, that's number 2.
For me, it's number 1.
But like I said, I feel like when I wasn't really confident, or maybe it was, I don't know. But like now,
yeah.
I still, like you said, in my sweet nothing, no matter. Even when you know somebody's lying and they say, like if you say to somebody something random, like, so did you dream of me?
Yeah.
Even if you didn't, lie to me and say, yes, I always dream of you. I know you don't always dream of me. I know you don't dream of me every night. But if you say, I dream about you every night, that's your father. And I know it's a lie, but I'm good.
I had one of the most craziest fights ever. I asked the question, if I were to die, would you remarry? And then she said, yes, I would. I was so upset because it was that for me.
Yeah, but it's like, if you die, your person moves on. But I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
So it's about affirming. It's about using words that,
whether it's true or not, but
positive words that encourage somebody. And it's words that are straightforward, that are easy. You always make me laugh. You always make me feel really comfortable. When I'm around you, I feel safe. I love it when you do the things that you do, because it shows me how much you put your mind to it. Things like that. It's like
you're beautiful.
You're beautiful. You're amazing.
Amazing. You're awesome.
Yeah.
Like, tell me. I mean, even obviously, I'm not the most beautiful girl in the world, but tell me
that you are the most
beautiful girl in the world. See, I'm so happy to I'm so easy to make happy.
Hold on. NK,
Coach,
you are the most
amazing
presenter.
Thank you.
Is it a compliment?
Yeah, it's still an affirmation.
You're very beautiful. You're very beautiful. There you go. Look at you.
Thanks. But like, even though saying you're the best presenter, I'm not the best presenter. But
I think you're an amazing presenter.
Thank you. But if you say I'm the most amazing, even if it's not true, I still appreciate it.
I listen to radio sometimes. I'm like, hey, NK is better than this guy. No, I'm really serious. But there's a time I called you and I said, hey, NK, you must tune in, and you know what, these guys, we can rock this girl, you rock it. Well done, NK.
Thanks, man.
So words of affirmation for me and NK as well. We've got the same love language. Is very important. The wows, the amazing, the beautiful, the exciting, how do you do that? Brilliant. Compliment me.
Exactly.
Okay.
Don't be like.
And for people who are words of affirmation, it can also be simple things like hello. Yes, because you're talking to me. Words of affirmation is
exactly communication. It's important. Talk to me. Yeah.
Goodbye. I'll see you later.
Exactly. Even on like WhatsApp.
So for me, I've got an issue on WhatsApp because I'm a words of affirmation. If I send something to you and you don't reply, or I pour my heart out to you in 2 or 3 paragraphs and you only reply in 1 sentence, Asha.
Shame, I think I'm guilty of that though. Like
or you don't even answer any one of the 5 questions I've asked. I'm like, excuse me. I mean,
no. Sorry, coach. I know that was aimed at, because I know you. But I know I do that. But in general.
Why do you do that?
It's like, it's not intentional. It's not to say, okay, let me not reply, whatever. Maybe I'll be about to reply and then something happens. I was
arguing with somebody just today on WhatsApp about this, a similar issue, and she says, no, it's not intentional. I think it was autocorrect. You wanted to say it's not intentional.
Okay. Yeah. So even for me, like on WhatsApp, I don't believe when people say I couldn't talk to you because I was busy. No, you know what?
That's because your quality time.
Yeah, but even on the phone, like on WhatsApp, you say, I had such a busy day, so you were quiet for 8 hours. No. You went to the loo in those 8 hours. Take your freaking phone with you and say, hey, babe, I'm having such a busy day, but just wanted you to know I'm thinking about you.
I need to send me that kind of message.
Exactly. For me, for a couple of hours, you know what I mean? You know what? Busy day, but even in between meetings, or you just get into your car, Asha, just came out of a hectic meeting, going to another hectic meeting, hope your day is going fine. It's simple. To me, it's the simple things like that keep NK happy. So if there are any men out there,
she wants to be affirmed by letting you know that you're out there. So this is really cool.
If you have a girlfriend who's like me, Simple things like that.
And so people like you and I do not do very well with silent treatment.
For me, it doesn't work. For me, I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate
With
when
their
somebody
passion.
goes quiet.
Yeah.
Scream at me, call me names, shout at me.
But don't go.
Don't go.
In
To me,
actual
that's
fact,
the worst punishment because I will never go quiet on a person. Even if I'm upset, I tell you. You know what?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I believe when you talk about it, you move on. You make progress. Because if you're quiet for a day, and this is when we pick up tomorrow, we're still going to start and talk about it. So why can't we just talk about it yesterday and save ourselves that 24-hour mess?
So, I mean, it comes naturally that I'm a speaker, so and you also are a radio presenter. We are definitely words of affirmation.
Exactly.
So, if you're words of affirmation, tell us the sweet nothings that you like to hear. Kanzwara kakako kakanaka. Can smile kako. You got this amazing pointy nose. All those sort of things are the things that we're looking at. Our time is running out really quick, NK. This program has gone really fast.
It always
The
does.
last one is my second favorite, and it's actually for most men. This is it. It's called physical touch. Kungo feel so. It's very important.
Physical.
You know, so I'm a very big, and I think
You're a hugger.
I'm a hugger. I'm a kisser. You know, even my kids, all my kids. I see now with my eldest. She's struggling with. She's 16 years old. She's turning 17 in August, and you know, she knows daddy is a hugger and a kisser. And a holder of hands. And so if I'm walking with her or I pitch up at the school, she's like, no, daddy,
Don't.
it's so
Stop
loud
it.
in public, daddy, you know. But my sons, I to this day, my eldest son is the head boy at Borodo Primary. I kiss my boy, so I am definitely a physical touch. If you want to love me, don't even you. Okay, it's nice for you to say something, but as you're passing by,
Just
Guma also.
Guma.
Guma, just to know that you're there. And it must be one of those, you know.
Like, not forced.
No.
Bar,
no, it's not a bar. Don't hit me. Just caress me on your way.
That's my third one.
Put your hand on my head and just pass. You know, do something. Just let me know that physically you are there.
I think physical touch is my number 3.
For me,
it's stronger.
For me, it's always fights with words of affirmation, but
so
I know words of affirmation
it's stronger
is my
than
higher.
gifts. I think it's fairly strong for me. The thing though is, I think it makes sense though that I don't like to be touched by people I don't know.
I should not.
I'm weird about that.
I can hug somebody the very first time I see them.
For me, it depends. Like it depends. For me, maybe if I know you, right? Yeah. And then this is your friend or whatever, and I'm meeting them for the first time because there's that car connection, yes. But then if I don't know you completely, don't touch me. That's weird. It's weird. I feel like, you know, that relationship. But then I am affectionate.
Right.
I actually dated this guy. I won't say his name. Yeah. And he used to
We know your name.
No. And he used to say to me, do you know kuti unenge kiti? You're always unenge chungondi puruzira. He didn't like it though. He's like, unenge chungondi puruzira.
I actually don't understand people who don't like physical touches.
So like for him, for him it was like a violation of personal space. But
you know, sit close to me. You know.
No, for me, if we have a relationship, if we are close, if you are some stranger, they move over.
Well, of course. I mean, this is live language. We're dealing with people that would you receive a gift from a stranger? Would you like a stranger to give you quality time?
No, it's weird.
So the point is that sit close to me, hold my hand. What else? Kiss me. And sexual intercourse is also a very important part of physical
is
touch.
It?
Oh yeah. Well, it's one of the biggest ones.
Many guys, that equated to love. Or
yes. There's certain people who, when you sleep with them, they feel loved. Yeah.
It's emotional. It's an emotional thing.
Yeah, because it's so
it's important.
Oh yeah.
To them.
Yeah, there's certain people who will sleep and feel nothing, empty, zero.
Yeah.
You know, because it's not their life language.
That is so true.
So this is why you find you wonder sometimes. You know, that's the reverse. About your because it's physical touch. Kurowa is physical touch.
Oh my word!
I promise you. No, you know.
But that's twisted though.
It's not twisted. It's twisted.
It's twisted.
Whatever that means.
That's like, okay, but I guess it's also the same as what I said. For me, for words of affirmation, Ndituke, don't be quiet. So I guess it's the same.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's better than okay.
Yeah, it's better. It's better to do row and do something on the gume shamari. Undi seme. Do seme sereni.
Yeah. So for me, physical touch, it's there. It's number three.
So
it's important if we have a relationship.
So if you are physical touch, you definitely love to be kissed. You like to be hugged. I love handshakes, high fives. In a conversation, wow, we've
just
had
physical contact.
Physical contact is very important. Your space, there's no space. 0 centimeters apart as much as you can. So
caress.
Caress. Sit next to me.
Massage.
Oh man, you know what? I mean, even to this day, my everybody knows me now. I'm a sucker for massages. So massage, everything to do, even my head. If you want my attention, you attention seeker. Just bring your hands, start massaging my.
But isn't that like sexual?
No, it's not a massage.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
You know what I think though?
What?
I think, okay, maybe this is me being so black right now,
Yeah.
but I feel like massages are only not sexual if you've paid for it. I feel like if
No
it's somebody,
way.
or if it's like your sister or something, you get it. But then, like for me, if I have a guy,
That's you being so black, girl.
if I have a guy who's a friend,
Yeah.
and they give me a massage,
Yeah.
and then
Okay, so you know how it is when you go to conferences. People say it's been a long day. People say stand up, and they just say look at that side, and then massage the person in front of you. Is that sexual for you? You're so crazy.
It is. I think it is. Or maybe not if you are told to do it. Massage.
What if?
But then if it's somebody,
If somebody just comes around and
just starts massaging me,
and then they can see that you're stressed, and then they just massage your shoulders. It's not sexual. It's a love language. They're just saying, I can see that you're stressed, and I'm trying to relieve of your stress.
shame. I think I'm just.
Shark, come on, you need
get
to
my mind out.
Get over yourself, my girl. So it's been amazing. University students,
been a
wherever
great
you
hour.
are, we
Yes.
pray that the Lord Almighty may bless you. May He reveal to you what your love language is, so that you can bless others by allowing them to love you in your language. But most importantly, we ask you that you may love others in the language that they understand. God bless you.
We love you.
See you
and
soon.
We will see you tomorrow.
Hey, my baby, need a new day. And I find it out, no, don't you be any good day. Sunday, Ganyan, some Sigala Buge. Bagulina, West, Valirangani, Kanango Mayari, Simuga, Vando Guzes, Simuga, Vano Guzika Mos, Simuga, Matambira, no eater, Simuga, oh, Simuga, Vando Guzes, Simuga, Vano Guzika Mos, Simuga, Matambira, no eater, Simuga, oh, Pasige Pasi, Anavamira Mudenga, tell you, Pasige Pasi, the Lord is a good moyo. Pasige Pasi, Anavamira Mudenga, tell you, Pasige Pasi, the Lord is a good moyo.
Don't forget to follow Exit Radio, Facebook, Twitter, and Exit. Your excuses.